Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's in the camera, or on the camera, and we got Doug in the house. We're back on the bumper. We didn't want to do anything with the bumper, or I did not want to do anything with the bumper, just so you could see what's going on. And this is what's going on. We're going to try to make the bumper fit the car today. I've changed my mind again, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe.
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked.
We have the bumper. We took off the brackets, or Doug took off the brackets and took off, or the bumper guards, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
They went on like that. The bolt come through the bracket, went into this bumper guards, and we had to find a couple bolts to put in the bumper. I want these off the bumper. I don't think I want them on the back. I want to clean it up rather than, and then have a bunch of stuff hanging off it. On this piece here, on the bumper, when we shoved the bumper on, you seen yesterday, I took a scraper and I scraped a line in the car exactly where I want it to fit. It looks good because it's closer here, same distance here, same distance over there. It looks pretty good how it would go on. But I do not want to lay this piece underneath the bumper anymore like it was originally. I want to put this piece on the top of the bumper, and let's go for it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the bumper brackets put back on. We'll get that ready to rock and roll. Then we'll clean where we're going to weld on this bad boy, and then we'll go from there. Let's go for it. Let's do it, Doug. I got a bolt right there. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. If you want to put a bolt in this one, Doug, let's do this one first. I'll hold this one and you can do it. The bumper only had one bolt holding the bracket on. So basically that's all we're going to do to put it back on. We're going to try to put it back in the exact same place. What I mean by the exact same place, you can see you can see exactly where that bracket was if you want to take your time and look for it. And we want to put it back exactly where it was so it fits the car exactly the same. The bumper bolt brackets that we have are not exactly, what can I say? They're not the exact fit they should be. If we want to tighten that up a little bit, Doug. Excuse me. Just a little bit. I don't know why these ones are not connecting over here, but they were not, so it is what it is. Just go gentle, I guess. That should be lots.
It's hard for me to do.
Yeah, man. I know. Put this one back on. I'm going to try to set it in the exact same place it was before, and the reason I want to do that is because we want it to go back on the car the exact same way. We start moving the bracket around. Let me see if I can just see there a little bit. You got your washer?
No.
There's a nice washer there now. We'll go right there, I guess. Yeah. The nuts don't fit the bolts the greatest, but they work, or they're working right at the present second. Just give a snug thing going on. Seems to be good. All right, now we have that bracket back on there. Doug, we'll just let this set for a minute. I'm going to give you the drill and to clean that line. We'll clean that line all the way along to bare metal. And the reason being is I'm going to weld metal to it. If you're going to strip something, if you're going to strip paint off your car, or you want to fix something, just a suggestion, is the black stripper wheel like that. It'll take the paint off nicer than a grinder or anything. That thing there will. It'll leave a nice little place. If you will, Doug, I will get you to scratch that, clean that line all the way off. Right, you can see right along here, right along there, right along that quarter panel on the other side, if you will.
Yeah.
So you'll take the drill and clean that off. Give me half an inch above that line, all the way along there, and the line itself. All right, I'm going to take and do this piece. I'm going to flapper wheel this piece off. I did not do anything yesterday other than what we did. Showed you on the video. It's nice and early in the morning. I got my teeth pulled out. Now Jolene's going to go get her teeth. I don't know if she's going to get them pulled out or not.
Lucky you guys. Lucky you guys. You're definitely going to spend some money.
If anybody wants to know, it cost me $310 to have my tooth pulled out of my head.
Yeah, I would have did it for you for nothing. Yeah.
Not sure which piece of round bar I want to use. What I got two different sizes. I think I got 5/16 and quarter. What's going to happen is when I lay this piece up against where Doug's stripping, like this, I'm hoping to do this edge here all in round bar to give it a nice edge. We're going to put this piece on top of the bumper. On top. There you go. It's good. I've got this shape here is pretty simple, I'm thinking. This shape here, but I think this is going to have to be bent. Obviously going to have to be bent, but I think, yeah, let's make it all into one piece. What the heck? Is that filler or is that lead?
Yeah, it says, oh no.
That's lead. That's lead. We got filler and we have lead. What? Not bad for now. Lead on that side too, Doug, or?
Yep. There's fill on this side. I got down all the metal yet.
Sometimes the easiest thing to use is your knee. All right, we got somewhere's close there. Somewhere's close. Does not. Now let's take a look at this. We have lead over here. We have a little bit of lead over here. Got a little bit of bronze. Got a little bit of everything. But that's
everything. Wonderful. Eh?
That's okay. That's okay. And we'll have to deal with that as we go. All right. You have 2 bolts. I have 2 bolts. I got some goulash on them. I got a small one and a long one. You got a small one and a long one. Bolts are going through, are they, Douglas?
Yep.
Let's put the bolts. Same last time. It should look a little bit better. I think it should look a little bit better just having. You want to put your bumper on? Yeah. Yep. There we go.
She got a little bit of pressure on her.
It bit me already.
Oh, sorry, man.
No, you didn't do anything. The bumper bit me.
I got a hold of the other ends.
Well, the exhaust, it actually does a good job holding it.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Let's get her up and put her on. There's one. That should be good. I'm thinking that the bumper is on where it's looking. It's gotta get down and see if the exhaust is hanging the same. It's a little.
Looks better with those silly chrome things on it alone.
Look at that now. How
Flex, doesn't it?
how flexy that can be with. Well, it only got 1 bolt in it, so what else would you expect? Gonna have to cut the bracket off after we get going here. Cut that bracket and make it come to this other bolt to give it security. I'm thinking the brackets do not fit the bumper, in my opinion.
No.
There's not even holes for it, eh?
No.
Want to take a look at the side? I do not want to build something to hold the bumper if the bumper does not look right. If you know what I'm saying. All right, do you? That wouldn't be right, would it, Doug?
Well, if you don't like it, you'll change it. We can guarantee that.
This bumper here on this side is kind of turned down nice. Yeah. This bumper on this side over here is kind of turned up a little bit. Because it should be like this. Tell me if you agree, Doug. See how that should be like that? You know what I mean? It's turned up on the quarter panel. If it's turned down, the quarter panel looks better, does it not? See how it's turned up, the quarter panel runs like this?
Stuck up in the air.
Bumpers run up like this, but doesn't it look better like that?
Yeah.
What's that? Yes, it would?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Okay, so basically, see, when I go to make this piece, I want that on top of that bumper to, can you hold that down for me, Doug, so I can just see it? The front of it, yeah. Just right at the tip, yeah. That bit, yeah, down a little further. Right about there.
It's quite a bit of flex.
It is, but that's where the bumper should be, to be honest with you.
It's gotta sit.
Like, it looks better on this side, too. All right.
Another bolt would hold it down.
If we put it in the bracket, let's do this. Let's put this piece on.
Excellent.
I'll just take this stuff. Put the bolts in there. The nuts in there. I want to keep that. Nope. Let's do this first. Get a rag and wipe that bumper off. Get some tape, Doug. Some 2-inch tape, please. Yeah. Just going to run the bumper with some tape. And the reason I'm going to run it with tape is because we're going to keep the bumper on and make the piece that we're going to make. And the tape is to protect the bumper. Maybe I'll just give that to you. Actually, you can face the bumper if you want with tape, if you like. I'm gonna get the welder ready.
You want to tape the whole thing up?
Yeah, just keep just like the window. We'll just tape, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, just tape the bumper up, put some tape on it. That way we don't damage it, right? I think it's a good idea to protect it. Now, what I'm thinking is, keep going, Douglas. Keep going. Basically, what I'll do is I'm going to make that piece that we have, the metal piece that we have that we cut out for the pattern, what we're doing. I'm going to make that piece hold that bumper down so there's no way it can go on unless it stays underneath that, is what I'm thinking. Yeah. All right, Douglas, let's put this on here. Now I'm going to get the welder going and do a few tacks. I don't know if I should cut that piece off. And got so much lead going on in there that I don't feel like, what do I feel? I won't be able to get it connected. On that side, it's pretty good, is it not? When it comes to the metal part. It's in the lead too again, is it not? There's lead there too. The issue is there's lead going on around here. I can't weld the lead with the MIG welder. I can take it out and put a piece in there, but yeah, I'm going to cut them off because the lead has to be cleaned out of that to make that work. That's what I think I'm going to do. I haven't got my marker, but I think that's the only thing to do, to be honest with you. You want to give me two, do you? Look at that now. I don't want that.
One might work, one might not, right?
I don't want that.
There you go. That's why I had two.
That one there, just like that there. We'll do them both the same, sort of. Nope. Yeah, we'll do them both the same. We'll put them end pieces on after. The reason being is, gotta get that lead pulled out of there. When we get the lead pulled out of there, that's not gonna fit anymore. Keep them though, that's for sure. Might got a little click on that. You want to hold this, Douglas? You're at where you're at. Let's get it turned so it's turned down on the. I wonder if we have to get enough there. So what I'm thinking is I want this on top of the bumper so the bumper slides underneath of it. I'm just kind of wondering, what am I wondering? Let's cut a piece of ramrod off. This is the 1/4 inch. No, this is the 5/16. See if I put that underneath there. Weld that like that. If we tilt this up just a bit, if we tilt it up like that, then when I put the ramrod underneath there, it'll hold tight to the bumper. That's what I'm thinking. If you know what I'm trying to say, I think that would look tighter to the bumper, would be better. Let's do this. Take this off. Where's our little drill there for sec tackles? It's going to go above that a little bit. might have been a good idea. It might have been a good idea to, what? What might have been a good idea? I'm not sure yet. All right, let's do it. Let's make the pattern after I see we got quite a bit of gap going on there. I gotta get it fitting a little better now. If you want to hold that like that, Doug. Marker. Throw that damn marker at. And the reason we're not fitting so great now is because we had filler in there. Like I said, I probably should have cleaned the filler out of there before I made the pattern. You're up tight? Okay. I'm just gonna it doesn't make sense, but whatever. So I'm guessing these are all the places that we're hitting, so I'm going to take some out. I'm much happier with that. Much happier. I can weld that. Now, that piece of round rod. What I'm thinking is if I get that in there and I get that round rod in the right position, if I get it underneath there like that, I'm going to be using the thicker stuff. If I'm going to be using that, I can use the smaller stuff. It just has to go on more of an angle. But with that bumper turn, what's that do? This is a hard one because the bumper's not in the position that it needs to be. If you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
On that side, it's okay, is it not?
Yes. It's going to be hard to put into place once you get it all done.
So I can weld that on there, but this is what I don't like. When I change this, how can I do that? I hook onto that, hold that down there like that. Just looking for something to hold that down with.
Good question.
Huh?
It's a good question.
My what? Yeah, I don't think it'd be heavy enough.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of pressure on that. Hold that
Well,
down.
it's, I'd want
Pretty
it,
stiff.
yeah, I want it like,
Do you want me to hold it down and kind of into place? Will you do your tackety tacks?
I could tack it in place, I suppose. Put a piece of metal there, tack it so it stays down. All right, that's what I might do. I might tack a piece of metal right here and hold the bumper down. Not sure. I'm not sure. Piece of square stock. I got a piece of square stock up here. I could tie something or hang on something on that. Can't paint.
Could bolt it on and bend it into place, couldn't we?
Can't paint will do it. Not heavy enough? Bring it down at all? No?
No, didn't move. Jack stands are heavy. The mall.
What? Yeah, let me see that maul.
That brought her down.
So we get it down where it needs to be. What?
Pile her on, man. Pile her on.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Just want that bumper down. Can't really tell now, but we'll push it down from there. It's turned on. Let's go for it. What's that, baby? You're nothing to it, baby. Plug it right back in. Nothing to it. What's going on here? Alrighty. That's good. That's way down as far as I'm concerned. That looks good on this side. All right, let's go for it.
All right.
No worries, Doug. No worries.
All right. Balancing act here going on.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, really.
It's what we need to do. That can go on.
Okay, stick it on there.
Tail light. Put it on tail light if you want.
Bumper bracket.
You think the bump back will give it to me?
I hope so.
Doesn't
It's on
tail
there
light.
now.
Tail light will get it.
All right.
If the bumper back doesn't. Alrighty. Let's tack this bad boy on. I want. What do I want? Let's do the center first.
Okay.
Start tacking on for just a second. I guess. It's gonna be a little harder than I thought. We have the distance on here on this side of the bumper. We have this much going on. And I have to make the same on the other side. Oh, there goes the paint dry. That much. Now, I'd like to make the pieces that wrap down around it, but I don't know if I can or not. Get all that stuff in the way. This piece here should be rounded nicely to go with the bumper. I'm thinking I'm going to bring that in down there. I'm going to have to sand that a little bit. I want to wrap a piece down around here and down around like that. Let's go for it. A piece of paper. We have the piece that we cut off. Gonna have to be up some. Come on. Here's scissors. My marker. And glasses. I want to go like this. Shape down here. Hoping there's no fill, no fill down there, but I'm pretty well positive there is. That. Stop it. It's a hard one. Ah. Just trace the other side of the bumper off. This piece. I need a piece to wrap around like that. get this piece going. Cut it off just a little bit long. Now I'm going to stick it on the end of this piece. Wrap it down around. See, there's what I got going on. I want to cover that so when the bumper goes on, it looks like it's supposed to be there. Yeah, I like that. Let's go cut this piece of metal if I want it. Where are we at for time, baby? 49. 49. We get a chance to make one side. In all honesty, the bumper should be in perfect position place. I don't know if we don't have it that way on the driver's side. It should be dealt with. Now, when I put that on the bumper, I was shy down there, so I'm going to bring some more material over here. Just thought about that now. Try not to scare you, Tina. Try not to scare you. In all honesty, I should have that fill or that quarter panel cleaned off so I can tell if I can put this there or not, because I have not got the lead or the filler out of it yet. So I'm going to cut this a bit big. That's what it was supposed to be. That's how much bigger I made it. I'm got a hand to flatten this out. Let's get a roll in that. More. What a nice simple little tool for a curve or a bend. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's easy to bend when you shove it in there like that. Goes up against the quarter panel. Now, I'm thinking that goes in there like that. I've got lots of extra. Let's turn this down tighter. Put my finger where I want it to turn it down tighter. Alrighty. Now hook that back up on there like that. And I can lay that on there like so. Alright. Tack that on there. Just going to tack it. Not saying it's staying there, just going to tack it. The bumper is not in the best of shape on this car, and what am I going to say? That's okay. Tack it on, cut it off. Oh, I've got a helmet on, haven't I? just putting that underneath there so I get it, you know, get a somewhat a distance of. It's going to have to be bent to make it right. I'm going to take this. I think we're getting a little bit of a jam up going on. It's okay. Lean that down. Get that flopped around there nice. Good. Lay it up here, I gotta get it cut off. Just cut that off. See if I can't get it tacked on there. Well, I can get it tacked on there. Just go a spot like this. And then I will proceed. I'm just gonna tack that there for now. But you can see where my line was before. I'm basically going to have to cut that off like so. And the reason being is when I come around with a round rod like this, on this side, you can see I can run that round rod right in there like that, right around there, all the way around this edge. And then when the bumper goes on, it looks like the bumper, that's where the bumper is supposed to go and end and fit. There will be no other place for it than where I have got something made here for it. Alrighty, Jolene just got back from the dentist. We could not film while she's at the dentist. What has happened here, when I got the metal fit around here and all around the top laying on the bumper, then I took the piece of round stock that I had bent on the floor and I proceeded to bend it and put it in here. This is a separate piece here. I made that all by itself, but this is the round stock that I bent on the floor. I just come along here and fed it in here and kept feeding it and tacking it on where I liked it. And I went all the way across the bumper, got the metal laid down all across the bumper like we wanted it. That's why we taped up the bumper so I could do that. So this looks like this fits underneath, gives us a little bit of structure. Come around here, cut it off here, and I had that piece put in. There's no problem whatsoever. This piece near down around the side, I had to peel some lead out of it. And this piece here was made separate. I just took a little piece over in the vise. I've cleaned up my mess already. I'm just starting to put it on. I just bent a little piece in the vise and put it around the metal there, shaved it back a little bit. Now we have a nice little structure here that the bumper, when the car is painted and you put the bumper on, it looks like the bumper actually fits the car, which it does. It makes it tight and right because there's no gap in between here, no gap in between here. I know that this pan generally went underneath the bumper, but I wanted to give it that look I wanted to give it this look, I guess. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just going around throwing tacks on it, trying not to heat it up so it fits the bumper and stays on the bumper. What I'm trying to say. I generally go every 6 inches. But right now we'll just gather it up and make it look good. We'll get them all the same distance all the way around. I do not want to start firing a bunch of heat at this piece. And the reason I don't want to fire a bunch of heat at it because it can get twisted up and then it will be something else to straighten with that ramrod on it. So just go gentle. One spot at a time. We want to get that ramrod on the right place so when I go to grind that off, I can grind that off nice. I'm just going to grab a piece here. I used the 1/4 inch. I used the smaller stuff. Smaller stuff was just nice, a little easier to apply. This piece right here, I just stuck it in the vise and went like this. Stuck it in the vise, made myself a little, I can cut that off, I made myself a little round edge like that, and then I come over here, and then I fitted it in where it needed to be. Now if I cut that off, I could fit that in there, made a little round piece, this piece just went around here, I weld it right there and bring it down around, finish it off the bumper. So when you take the tape, it looks like the bumper's inside this piece, which I think is going to look really good, and the thickness of the ramrod is going to give it a little bit of depth. It's the factory bumper, so I'll be able to pull the bumper off and put another factory bumper on. Basically, that's what I was looking for, or that's what I want. We'll keep going along the body, keep tacking that on there, and go easy, because we don't want to, like I said, we don't want to warp that piece all up and make a mess out of it. Also, something like this requires a lot of time because you want to do a good job welding all that up all the way around. Generally, you'd want to weld it up solid and grind it off nice. We'll see what happens. I can get at both sides of this piece. Inside, when I take the bumper off, I can get at the inside of this and the inside of this. So if something happens, there's too much lead or something like that, I'm not going to go there. If I have to, I will fiberglass it underneath there so it can't not lift off. But that's the next piece of the customization on the 50. We're not going to do that to the front. We're just going to do that to the back, I'm thinking. Jolene's feeling okay? Feeling okay, sweetheart? Jolene's feeling okay? Feeling okay. So I'm just going to let that right there. Throw in a couple more welds. Should be fine. It's warm. That's fine if it's warm. Just throw a couple more spots on her. Hear that sound? That's lead. Sometimes it's a hard place to weld when you got two pieces of metal going like this. Put that wire right in the center of them two pieces and you'll have no problem with it whatsoever. You'll get better at it, that's for sure. Sometimes it's a hard go welding metal like that. Sometimes trying to keep a little bit of distance. Anytime anytime there's fiberglass or body fill where I am working, say, right present moment, I probably should clean that up a little bit further. But I like to leave the body fill. I wouldn't want to clean that body fill on way up here. I don't want to do that. I don't mind. I like welding it right there. This filler absorbs the heat. Whatever puckers off, I'm going to rip off anyways because I'm going to put new in there. But that filler absorbs the heat, so I don't mind having it on there. And whatever is willing to come off will pucker, and you'll grind. It'll fall off really easy. You'll know where it's sticking good, because when you go to take it off, it'll still be here and you'll be able to feather it off to start new. So anytime something like this, if I dig into a panel and there's filler on it, I generally leave it for a heat dispersion. That basically will take some of the heat. When I'm done, whatever puckers up, I will take it off and replace it. That's how I do that. And I do not mind that like that. I'd rather have something on there than have nothing on there. It's because I know lead. It's lead, Fred. Burn my knee. Has been taken off a little bit there further. We'll paint this the same color of the car, obviously. Same color as the car. So that's what that's going to look like. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. You know, we can only just show you what we can show you. Obviously, Jolene had to go to the dentist and had to get things done. The round rod was basically, I started it on here. You watched me curl it on the floor. I started it there, and I just kept feeding it in wherever it fit the best is when I welded it, and just kept feeding it all the way across and pushing it down on top of the bumper because that's where I wanted it. Kept feeding it all the way along. When I got around this side, I cut it off where it was too long. I went to the vise and made the two end pieces and stuck them in there, ground the metal back to the round rod. Now it's just a matter of me grinding it, cleaning it, not warping it, fiberglassing it, filling it, and getting it ready to look like it's a part of the car. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I appreciate it. Thanks for buying the Hiltz gear. I really appreciate that also. You come back tomorrow and we will do something that causes controversy. Have a great day, everybody. Back tomorrow.